What's going on, guys? We're back halfway through it, boys. It's Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We're almost to Friday. That is when we're gonna get the next promo. Really no news or anything today. EA is back in the office, so maybe we get a little tweet or something from EA today, but we will get a stream tomorrow. Okay, so no Good Morning Madden stream today, no Kralo really officially today, even though they're all back in the studio and the office. They will be communicating. They should be talking about the make rights. I've been seeing a ton of comments down below every video. Still not everyone is understanding where the make rights are. They said pretty much like the day after it happened that they would tell us about the make rights on the 6th. So they're doing what they told us. Obviously it was a long wait. They were on vacation. They're back now. So we will find out that tomorrow. We will also figure out what program that's coming on Friday tomorrow. They're gonna be teasing all that kind of stuff tomorrow on stream. So we're gonna get all that information. So today I figured McCullough came up with a good idea, and big shout out to him because he did the work for this, putting the tier list together. We're gonna be going live on stream. I'm gonna have the whole chat, and I kind of want to get everyone's vibes. We are going to tier list all the promos that we've had so far up to this point. We'll probably do it again at the end of the year and go over the entire year. I think we're also going to do the same thing with pack animations. You guys know about the packs, the pack animations, and I really want to rank all the pack animations with the graphics and the animation clips going. McCullough's been working on that kind of stuff all year also, so appreciate everyone. We're gonna jump into it. Tier list. If you guys have any comments, if I missed something, if if you think something different, let me know. We'll change it and adjust it for the end of the year. Let's get it. Easymunt.com. Fastest delivery, 100% safe, instant refund, cheapest price around. Code Scomo, 5% off. Best way to get the coins, to get the cards you need to win. Let's get it. Yay! All right, so I got the chat with me. We got the tier list up here, and basically this is how I want to do this. All right, we not only have the promos, but we have all of the content basically of the year here laid out as the tier list. Now, once again, we will do this later on in the year towards the end when we have pretty much everything, make adjustments, but I kind of want to go over everything and how I want to grade these promos is on a full scale of, fun, interactive, did you just get on, open a pack, do a set, and then you were off and done? Or is there a lot of stuff to grind? Did we make coins? Was it good for money spenders? Was it good for no money spenders? I want to think about the entire spectrum when we are rating all of these different things, also compared to the previous year, if it is something on the previous year. So it depends on the content that we talk about, but I feel like with everyone's input, having not just my perspective as a money spender, but having the chat's perspective of people that play weekend league, people that don't play as much of the game, people that spend money, the no money spenders, the people that get on just on the weekends, the people that can grind every day. That's what the chat is going to help me get more of a full balance rather than just a one mind perspective of all of the content. So I think the first thing I want to start off with is just season 1. Game started off season 1, instead of having the level system the way it was, basically where we went to 50 and then they add 10. It was the first time we go to 50. The rewards were a little iffy. We were able to glitch the solos, so a lot of people got to level 50 very, very, very quickly, but there wasn't like much to season 1. I think we're all on the mindset now. Tell me, chat, do you like the new season layout more, or do you like the previous year's level grinding method more. It wasn't season, it was like series, right? It was season versus series. They'd update the series, we would get pack odds updated. They would give us our captain, they would do all of that stuff. This year, we did get pack odd updates a little bit. We did get captain upgrades. We did get, you know, those things that did happen. But it was just like at random times. Sometimes they would like be within promos, but it was just kind of like sporadic. So what we're thinking then is not throw it away, because I think season 2 definitely is better. But and that just shows them how series 2 is better. They just knew that series 1 was kind of trash, right? So like, do we put it in D? What all did we really get? We got the Devin Hester, which was okay. You could swap that out. There was Devin Hester or the Junior Seau that you can get, right? So I think the cards that you got make it at least a C. I don't think it's good enough to be a B, though. I think we give it a C. Series 1, not great. The XP was kind of trash. And, like, once again, like, playing the game like you just weren't rewarded. There weren't as much power-ups. The coin rewards were not that great. You didn't make much from doing this. You didn't make many coins. You didn't get many packs. The only thing really good from that was the Kittle and the Hester that most people ended up getting, right? So that's pretty much would be the first one there. So next thing then, basically to start off promo, was the Superstars, right? That was like the first promo that we got, was the Superstars. All right, so when these Superstars came out, they were like 86. This is where we got the Saquon from. And I mean, I enjoyed the Saquon, right? We really weren't doing much of these. Like, you added a few of these guys to these things, but like, there wasn't anything to this, right? There was the pre-baked abilities on them. Yes, they did have X factors and all that kind of stuff equipped with Speedster and abilities already on them. So the cards had X factors, and especially at the beginning of the game, that was cool because training was super expensive. And like, you can see like right now, I had 1 million coins, but I had 123 training. 123 training. So training was an absolute premium, and you got these pre-baked abilities, which I think that was cool. And it does look like there were solos to go along with that too. So like, there were solos. Did we get a free one? You got like a 74, 79. Did we get a free one? You got a strategy item for that. 2 exclusive strategy items, 4 74 to 84 overall players, and 10,000 coins. So, I mean, I feel like at the beginning of the year, this was actually like, was this also like before the game dropped too? Like during like launch day? Was it launch day or before launch day? So like, I think that was the other thing that we really liked about the promo at the time, that it was like, it was in the game early. Like, it was something, it was early content that we had to interact with. So I think because the content was there, we did get solos. You did get some 84s, some cards to start from the solos, and you got some coins. But then the cards had like the pre-baked stuff on there. So, I mean, obviously not the most craziest promo thinking of it at the end, but for the time to be our first promo, I don't know. I almost want to put it at a B because it was good at the time. Maybe just like right there at a C+. Yeah, I would probably give this like low B minus, C+ or something right now. We'll actually just put it at B right now. We're just gonna put it at B right now. A lot of B's. I am seeing some people say D, but I feel like for early in the year, it was good. It was for early in the year and what they normally give us at that time. I like that. I like that. We got to factor that in to everything. All right, so the next one is Campus Heroes, and this was like our first one of the year, basically, where the roles were crazy, and this was like our first method. I want to say Campus Heroes were our first method. If I still go into my binder right now, I probably have like 6 or 7 Nat 89 Campus Heroes. Now, at the point of the year when this came out in September, getting all these 89s so early in the game, which was crazy. The solos gave you 89 overall and cat fantasy packs right there. You got a bunch of other cards from doing the solos, but it was the rolls. It was the rolls that were absolutely nuts. And then what we were doing basically is we were rolling everything, doing the Reggie Bush set, and then we were then quick selling the stuff and then just doing it again. We made a ton of coins this day. There was solos. There was no house rules. Reggie Bush was a good card. It was a 91 overall. There was a lot of 89s. I feel like a lot of people use these cards. Campus Heroes was pretty good. Campus Heroes was pretty good. I'd probably put this one at the higher B tier. You know, we made coins. We got good cards. Reggie Bush was usable. Reggie Bush is still like that. That was a crazy good card. We used that card for a very, very long time. Had Backfield Master on it. Reggie Bush power-ups in his packs. That was also expensive. That was like a 300,000 power-up when it first dropped. It was one of the first promos with the N cats in the solos. It was one of the first ones where they introduced the N cat rather than just being Nat. It was one of the first ones where they gave us the N cat, which is also the reason why we got the 89, where it said the 89 overall N cat, rather than just getting some of the lower overall or a chance at getting the higher ones. Everyone loved the N cat when it first dropped out. They were like, wait a second, I can't do anything with this card. And it quick sells for like 10 training. Yeah, that was the start of N cats. I'd probably put this one still in the B, higher than the superstar, but in the B category, just because like we got on that day, we did the stuff. It was pretty much one day done with the content. You can done all the solos in one day. You could have rolled those things. They kind of buffed it out real quick. I mean, nerfed it out too, didn't they? Like we couldn't do those rolls in that, you know, that method for long, right? After like day 2, it wasn't viable anymore, I think. Next, let's do Wildcard Wednesday. Wildcard Wednesday, they switched it up this year. Basically telling us at the beginning of the year, you know, it was going to be on a schedule. It was going to be a rotation for Wildcard Wednesday. We had veterans, we had flashbacks, we had rising stars, and we had heavyweights, right? Veterans, rising stars, flashbacks, and heavyweights. Correct? The other thing that was really, 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 really good about Wildcard Wednesday is if you played your solo every Wednesday, every 4 weeks, you got a Wildcard Wednesday fantasy pack, which gave you some really, 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 really good cards. The Cordell Patterson was a good card that we got from that one. We also got that Zach Wilson, right? From that one. There were some other really, really good Wildcard Wednesdays. Zach Wilson was the first gunslinger that we got from free that morning. It was when he dropped. It was like a day 1 card, and we got the packs. Wildcard Wednesday, I think, was really good. Wildcard Wednesday was really good. I think we're going to give that to the A tier. The chat is looking at the A tier. Some of it's being S. The only reason why I'm saying not S is it is going to start fading. They did start getting a little lower of the overalls and stuff like that. I would like it to be more of the higher tier and get some of those like God tier cards for it to be S tier or help us make a little bit more coin off of it. But no, it's definitely an A tier for sure. Rolls sucked. Rolls got stupid expensive towards the end. Stupid expensive. They were like kind of the move at the beginning. Roll. And like after like the last like, I don't know, like 6 weeks, 8 weeks of the rolls of these things, they were like, you couldn't roll. Still A, but those are the few things that keep it from an S tier. All right, so the next one we are going to do is going to be Ultimate Kickoff. Now, Ultimate Kickoff, I feel like, is like one of those promos where that's where you need to talk about the depth. Because if you're like Ultimate Kickoff, oh, you got Calvin Johnson and Sean Taylor. If you're just going to base it on that, Calvin Johnson and Sean Taylor at the beginning of the game, S tier, right? But no, not necessarily. when you actually like go in and take a look at everything, it really wasn't that great. All these 88s weren't that great, and they were very, very expensive at the time. They were very, very, very hard. Missions did give you NCATs, the chat is telling me, which I think gave you some of the stuff that you could use to put in. Like, we got some of the 88 overall NCATs, right? And then we were able to use some of that stuff to put those in to get like the Calvin or the Sean Taylor. But there really wasn't much else to go with this promo. Like, even with the you got the strategy items, you got an 88 overall NCAT kickoff hero. So like, you just got all the campus hero stuff at the beginning. So, I mean, I feel like the promo had good cards. We used that Calvin Johnson. The Sean Taylor was a good card. It had good ending cards, but like, you didn't really make coins off of it. There wasn't many rewards for it. And I think it was like one of those like 1 day promos. So I think because of that, I think Calvin and Sean Taylor keep it at a C. The NCAT keep it at a C and not a D, but like it's not that great. I'm going to put Series 1 below it, but I'm going to put Ultimate Kickoff kind of like down there at like the C- also. The NCATs didn't go in the set. That's where it really started pissing off everyone, is when they realized like, hey, we're playing the solos. We got the NCATs. I want to put this in the set to get the Calvin Johnson and the Sean Taylor. That was the first one. That was the first one that really kicked everyone in the balls. And we're like, bro, so we put in a D just because of that? Didn't have house rules. Didn't have any of that stuff. We're going to stack some C's. Once we get our C's, we'll look at everything once we like lay it out a little bit more. All right. Now we're going to do Team of the Week. So Team of the Week every Tuesday, just like previous years. One thing I do like about the Team of the Week was like the power-up updates. So like, sometimes in previous years, they wouldn't give cards upgrades because they were going to be getting a new promo, or they just got a card a few weeks ago. I like the power up update. I like they kept that from last year. That was a dub. The one thing I don't like about Team of the Week was we only get that one, player of the week card. That one guy that played good that week. We did get the flashback cards. We did get the limited. That was cool. We did get like the flashback Team of the Week heroes that were cool. So like, I like that concept of it. They did get their power-ups right away, which was a good concept of it. And you got some good NCATs there. So we put Team of the Week at like a C+. Do you like the Team of the Week content better than the Superstar content? I mean, it's hard to think that because obviously you got newer stuff over more time. Consistently, we got it every Tuesday. Yeah, I guess we're doing that. I'm putting Team of the Week at like B. Do we put it against that Campus Heroes? Probably not. Once again, all the free cards that we got, coins, methods. I'm going to probably have it right there, though. We're going to have it in the B. Like, the Team Affinity stuff will be next. It didn't cost much. It was definitely more of like the theme, team, budget, backup stuff. It was definitely filler stuff. Like, it was very like, team builder kind of stuff. Like, it wasn't that great. The content out of it was great. Not that great. It were very, very low overall cards. Like, even if you were a no money spent team enthusiast, you're probably getting backups for your team. So, I mean, the idea of them were cool, but they really didn't serve any purpose whatsoever. Like, whatsoever to me. I think we put them at D. There was literally no fundamental purpose whatsoever, rather than just some backup trash that you really didn't even need. Gridiron Forge is going to be next. That got updated a few times during the year. We got the JC Jackson at the beginning, which was a great card. We got the Zeke, which was a good card. And we got a Cam Newton, which I'm sure a lot of people used. Jalen Phillips also. I think we moved Forge to like a high B. We move it ahead of like all this stuff. No packs, but you were able to just grind all the cards. Solos were kind of a pain. Did I just say no solos? There are solos. No house rules, no sets. Solos, yes, no packs, and good cards for free. Next, diamonds. Very cool pack animation. They had some really good team rewards. They gave you extra multiplying boost for your theme team. And you got Dan Marino, which was pretty much the best quarterback at the time for a while in there. The ×3 chem was really, really, really good. Dan Marino was still, yes, even a usable card. We make diamonds S tier. Profitable sets for investors. You make good coins off of those. People were flipping it. Working Dan sets. Very longevity card. That was really good quarterback. Do we make it S tier? Really great names. Brought the value back to golds. I like it. I like it. I like it. Next, legends. I don't know, boys. Obviously, we've had legends every year since the start of MUT. We had some really, really good ones at the start. They gave us Vic early. They gave us Strahan early. They gave us Lawrence. The negative is they've saved some of the bigger names for promos, which have made some of the promos better. But they've definitely used some of the lower tier legends, maybe. Lower tier names, I should say, for legends. Brandon Marshall at the beginning, Charles Woodson. Packs have been trashed kind of all year. The good part was the solos did stay up all year. I just got all my legend tokens last Saturday. What do you like better, team of the week or legends? Team of the week equals legends. Team of the week over legends. They're about the same. They're about the same. I'll put the legends above. Next, limiteds every Thursday. I feel like the pull rates have been okay. Obviously, they are not for no money spent. There's really nothing to grind from them. You're not getting free ones. There's no house rules, and there's no solos. The names have been okay. It's just a pull for hype. C+. They were a D until you can roll for them. That's different. That's part of the promos. I'm going to give them like a C+ probably. I like the weekly content. Weekly content is always going to add some points to me whatsoever. But there's no way to really interact with it. Especially for grinders. No money spent. No way to really make coins off it. The only positives really is still the 250,000 coin quick sell. Wish it was 500K. Remember when it was 500K? Imagine how rich we would all be right now if all these limiteds that we just rolled this past month were all 500,000 coins. I'm going to go with C+. C+. What do we think about Cam? Our ultimate master or something like that? I think ultimate team master. No longer called MUT master. It's our ultimate master. He hasn't been updated, but the card's been good all year. Still isn't everyone's team. All team chems. He was a great pick. He was a great pick. Or S. Still usable. Still usable card. Gridiron Guardians. Ramsey was nice. DeForest Bunk Dirt was solid. Dude, the Aaron Rodgers was really, 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 really good. And I really also like the Jamal Adams. I used that Jamal Adams as a user for a very long time. But it had a Christian McCaffrey. It had a Aaron Rodgers, Fred Warner. There were some really, really, really good usable cards. 92 overalls. Amazing card art. And you got a 90 overall end cat from these. There was no house rules. There were some good solos. It was like a 1 or 2 day promo, kind of like done with it quickly. But they were good cards. Usable cards for a long time. And the NCAT 90, which was good too. We were getting a lot of NCATs from all of these promos right away. So I think with all that being said, right, like, I think we got to put it like in the B tier, right? Solid B from there. I think like maybe like just with anything that's like in the B tier, I mean, all it's missing is just more. Right? You know, if they added like a limited to it or somehow, you know, maybe added more end cats and house rules or something, that could have like moved it up a little bit more. But nah, it was a really, really good promo. Just short-lived with some of the stuff, but it was good. It was good. Now we start getting into some of the really good newer stuff, I guess. The more interactive stuff. Most feared would be one of the bigger iconic promos of the year. It's pretty much the first one of the season, which is like kind of that big most feared Thanksgiving, zero chill, Super Bowl type of content, right? Those are like the four heads that I really think about. So when we think about that one, let's see. Most feared started right here. Most feared packs, rerolls. To me, most feared was gonna be fire, right? To me, most feared is gonna be fire, and I mean, we got Ed Reed, we got Larry Allen, we got all of some of these really iconic players that we wanted. Didn't we get the Derrick Henry also for that most feared? That was absolutely crazy. Had a good pack animation. Most feared also had the pumpkin pack, which was our first tiered out store pack offer, where like it was like step 1 150 points, step 1 200 points, step 2 was like 500 points, and they go all the way up that way. Mariota was good. There was a lot of stuff to do with most feared. Did we get a house rules most feared? I think we did get a house rules most feared also. Packs were crazy. We got the fantasy pack that had the 90 in them. Still use the limited from this promo. Lynch and Mariota. I think we got to move it up. Most feared is up there in the S tier. It was really good. The limiteds are still good. I'm going to put most feared in the S tier. What's next? Redux. Kind of hate Redux. I kind of like Redux because they bring the limiteds back, but the Reduxes are just, they're so hard to pull. They make the Reduxes almost more rare than the original limiteds were. Redux pull rates are absolutely horrible. I think putting the limiteds back in the game, you know, adding them into packs, giving us that content is good. But you kill all of those things when you make the freaking pull rates just so bad. Do we throw it away and just say somehow, some way, just make it different? Or just make the limiteds like they're limited? They stay limited. Forget they're in the packs. It's numbered limiteds. I want my limiteds to stay limited. Screw it. I'm saying throw it away. Throw it away. You either got to make them better or make them worse. Get them out of here. So, oh yeah, the campus legends were with the campus heroes. But yeah, I mean, that was all interact. I was wondering without that. All that came in, all that was like, it was the yard when they did that like special, like college, the yard thing. Yeah, free KO cards and all that was just tied in to the campus heroes. So we'll just throw that all up in to that right there. All right, so next one is going to be Harvest. Now, Harvest I feel like had some good stuff. Obviously, we got a lot of solos for Harvest. They gave us, we did not have a currency. Sometimes we get a currency for Harvest. We did not get like an extra currency for Harvest. We could start earning some blitz bits, but we did start getting some players and stuff like that from Harvest. There was a 94 overall Deion Sanders, a 94 overall Chase Young, and a 94 overall Antonio Brown. I'm trying to think. You put in the 92s to get the 94s. Did have the Thanksgiving Day cards also. That deck ended up being pretty good for the Cowboys theme teams out there for sure. The sets were okay. There were a lot of sets and different things that you could put in those vouchers for if you were grinding a lot of stuff, right? Because there was house rules and there was a lot of stuff to grind. Like if you were grinding a lot of those games, you could have got a lot of these stuff for exchanges, right? 2 parts, we can maybe move it to an A- then. Do we need to move it to an A-? What was the second part? Kamara. That's right. All right, we'll move it up. I'll move it up to the A. I'll move it up to the A. We got Tyreek and Kamara, and we got the Jabril Peppers. That's right. We got limited peppers. We'll move it up to A. I'll move it up to A. I forgot about the second part. 8 champions. Stafford. Got a Mark Andrews. Kamara. We'll give it a A. We'll give it an A. A little short-lived, but good cards. We'll give it an A. Next, Bonos. There were already a bunch of Bonos already out. I think we were already on a few weeks by at this point. That's what it was. NFL 100. Then it was like the Mutt 50. And then this year we had Bonos. Basically like all the same thing, right? Basically like all the exact same thing. First 2 weeks, rolls were great. We were popping out a ton of them. There was a few weeks that people made a ton of coins off the Bonos. Bonos was an A-. Rerolls were insane. It definitely got a little overpopulated. I think we put Bonos up here in the B+. I like the Bonos. Probably sitting here at a B+. We got packs eventually. After like a week. They changed that right away. At first, it was really wild, didn't it? They weren't even in pack. There was no packs. That was crazy. You just had to find the other ones. There was no rolls. There was no packs. Then they gave us rolls. Then they gave us packs. It was very wild. Blitz. Blitz. Definitely not as good as Night Train Lane year blitzes, right? Blitz is Blitz is basically just a money spending promo, right? No solos. If Blitz had solos to get free cards for no money spent, it would be up higher in the A or S. But I think we got to make Blitz down in the B. There wasn't really anything. It was solos just to get the Blitz bits. That gave you really nothing. The Bo Jackson was good. We did get Bo Jackson from Blitz. I put it above the Superstars. Is Blitz better than Team of the Week and Legends? I'll put Blitz up there right below the Bonos. Right below the Bonos. Then we hit us with Season 2. Season 2 is definitely better than Season 1, right? They fixed up some of the XP stuff. They gave us some better rewards. They gave us more power-ups. I really like the leveling system a lot better. I wish there was some more sets with the series update. That would have been better. Taylor Mays is obviously a really, really good card. Season 2, I'm going to probably keep at the lower end of the B. Not a C because it's definitely better. There was a consistent grinding. You're getting more rewarded for playing the game. They tried to make a battle pass. I don't really like the battle pass. I'll give it a B. Season 2 is a B. Now, the last 3 things basically that we got are all the Zero Chill content that you could either put in all together or you can kind of separate it. Now, it is all Zero Chill, but with the way that they kind of do it, they kind of just mash it all together. I feel like overall, Zero Chill, was S. I feel like if you're ranking Zero Chills to previous years, it's definitely probably mid-tier compared to all the other Zero Chills. I think we've had at least one, if not 2 Zero Chills over the last 5 that have been better. I feel like the timing of drops, the consistency of content, and their release schedule was good enough to keep the interaction and everyone happy. Presents were good. Millions of coins were made. A lot of free cards. A lot of limiteds. The rolls were absolutely insane. Has to be the year of the most limited cards ever pulled during a Zero Chill. It was absolutely insane. I'm going to probably say it's the best promo so far. S+. Now, to dive into the Zero Chill a little bit more, we needed more ghosts, more ways to obtain ghosts, better ghosts, mo ghosts. We needed better ghosts. We needed ghosts in our gifts. They should have flooded us with a few more ghosts. A lot more ghosts. Bonos or ghosts? Put the ghosts over Blitz, but I might put the Bonos over the ghosts. Stocking stuffers. That was okay. Years before, we had these guys you build up. I like that they gave us the multiplier. I got a James Bradbury. They were kind of lower overalls. I'm going to put the stocking stuffers probably right below Blitz, stock, ghosts were better. You know, Bo Jackson, Lamar Jackson were better. Bo Nose were better. I'm gonna probably put it like right there. Ghost over the Bo Nose. Move season 1 to throw it away. Move season 1 to throw it away. We threw it away. I think that's pretty much it. I like the way it's lined up here. Zero Chill, Diamonds, Most Feared, Wildcard Wednesday, Cam, Harvest. A lot of B stuff put in there. That's just telling you everything that's in the B category has a part that could be great. Just missing out on just a little bit. Just a little bit. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty it. I like the setup of it. I like the looks of it. Most of the content has been good to better. Not much D. Not much to throw away. I think I like it. I like it. If you guys have any other suggestions, let me know. But this is it. We'll come back to this at the end of the year. And I might do something like this also for pack animation. We'll do that. All right. Yeet.